North Dakota Senator Kevin Cramer, Republican from that great state, joins us now. Welcome back, Mr. Senator. We haven't seen you for a long time. Hope you're doing well.
I'm doing well. Thank you, Stu, and I've been missing you as well, so glad to be with you.
Well, welcome back. Look, let's get straight at it. North Dakota had a very hard time over recent months with the virus. You got hit really hard. Do you have enough supplies of the vaccine?
I think that we do, Stu, and of course there's another one coming, which is good. North Dakota is sort of over the peak and back on the downside. In fact, I think we've been reduced quite a ways in the, in the hierarchy, if you will, of affected states, and there seems to be a lot of relief now in terms of hospital beds and workforce availability. Hopefully we can keep that trend going.
Well, your state stayed, I'm not going to say stayed open, but you did not impose anything like the restrictions in New York and Connecticut. But people will say, you paid the price. You opened up and the caseload went up sharply. They'll say that.
Well, they can say that, but here I live in Washington, D.C., where they've had the strongest restrictions anywhere in the country, and we're spiking right now. So it seems to me that the cause and effect doesn't quite line up the way a lot of people might think it should. But the other thing I would point to, Stu, is that even if that is the case, at least we remained free, at least our economy remained open, at least more people were working than being unemployed, and people's mental health is a lot stronger when they're working and when they're with other people. I do wish we could get back to having our schools open again, because I think that's been, along with the restaurants, that's been one of the more egregious responses by leaders.
How's North Dakota going to do if I'm right and the incoming presidency is a climate presidency? I mean, you're a natural resources state. You do a lot of oil drilling. You do a lot of fracking. Are you going to do okay?
Well, we also mine a lot of coal, and we also do a lot of farming, growing a lot of food for the world. And all of those things are big energy users as well as energy producers, and they're very important to our economy. We will be in a bit of a brawl. I don't think there's any question. When you look at Mr. Reagan, the person that's now been tapped to head up the EPA, this is a person who in North Carolina sued the Trump Waters of the U.S. rule. This is a guy who stopped a natural gas pipeline from delivering that wonderful fuel source to people over water issues, overstepping his legal boundaries. In the case of the Department of the Interior now with Ms. Holland, Representative Holland, that's been tapped for that, this is a person that's all in on the Green New Deal. I don't have to tell very many North Dakotans what the negative ramifications of that would be. So we're going to have to stand our ground and fight the fight.
You better hope that the Republicans win the 2 Senate seats available in Georgia, because
that's a fact.
If the Senate goes Democrats, North Dakota's in real trouble with this Green New Deal and all the rest of it. Last 30 seconds to you, Senator.
Yeah, what I would say to that is at the very least, and certainly I'm with you, we need to win at least one, if not both of those seats in Georgia to be the firewall. But at the very least, we've confirmed many good conservative judges and justices who think and understand that the Constitution is to be interpreted, not to be rewritten. And we are in a better situation should we have to litigate against this administration like we've had to with previous administrations over things like wires of the U.S. and Clean Power Plan, things like that. So there's always a firewall somewhere.
Okay, Mr. Senator, Merry Christmas. Good to see you back on the show.
Merry Christmas. Thanks, Stu.